Hello everyone! This hour on Verbling, the next in my language game series, we're going to play a very interesting language game today. What I try to do is once a week go back to some of the difficulties that I've heard people have in my classes and pick a game that we can further develop those skills and practice it a little bit more, but in a fun way. So we're going to do last week, I thought we had a very successful... Can everyone hear me okay, by the way? Hello, hello? Can you hear me? Hello, hello? No sound? No sound? Hello, hello? Giancarlo, can you hear me? Okay. I will return. One moment. Carlos, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. Hello.
Ah, okay, you can hear me. So, Giancarlo, give me a second here, Carlos, because...
Hi, teacher. Hi, John.
Oh, there you go.
Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, very good. I thought something was wrong with my computer. Okay. So as I was saying, I try to pick out one skill or one grammar point, something that people have had trouble with during the week, and develop it into a little game on Friday to give you some more work. Last week, we had a very successful game of conditional mysteries, where you had to practice conditionals, yes, no questions, and we had a lot of fun trying to work out how to solve a crime. So, we had so much fun that I wanted to give you a few more today. And if you can give me just a second, I'm going to share with you some notes, and we're going to get started on a new set of conditional mysteries. You're going to work on maybe a different kind of conditional in this class than last week. So give me just a second to open that and share it with you, and then we will get started. So let me go to my games folder. Let me just open my material, and the second I get it loaded, I'm going to give you a link, and you can open this on your computer if you like, or just watch, because I'm going to share my screen with you as well. It's loading. Give it a second. Okay, while we're waiting for that to load, let me just say hello to everyone. So, Carlos, I don't think I've seen you before, have I? Is this your first time?
Teacher.
Is this your first time today?
With you, yes.
Where are you from, Carlos?
I'm from Colombia, teacher.
From Colombia. Okay, nice to have you. And welcome back to also Vicente. Nice to see you, Vicente. How are you today?
Hello. Fine, thank you very much.
Excellent. Very good, very good. All right. So, okay, looks like I got everything working finally. If you want a copy of what you're going to see on screen, you can open that link. You don't need to, but if you want to, you can. I'm going to share it with you right now, and we're going to get started with a little demonstration and then our first mystery. I'm going to show you how this works. Okay? So, it's loading. Give it a second for it to load. When the picture appears, then you know it's there. We go. Conditional mysteries. Okay. Let me scroll down. You've got my information there if you want to contact me. Let's go down to the next page. So I'm going to start off with the rules of the game, and then we're going to go right into the game. And if you want, you can click on the same link. It's still loading. This is really slow. There we go. The rules of the game. So, Giancarlo, can you read the rules of the game for us so we know what we're doing? By the way, hello, Jose. Welcome to class. Just saw you come in now.
Yes.
So, go for it, Giancarlo.
Yes, sure. It says you have to ask yes or no questions to solve the mystery. Each mystery gets 5 yes/no questions per person in round 1.
So that's the evidence. You're trying to establish evidence. Okay? Keep
Uh-huh.
going. What about the next part? Keep going, Giancarlo.
In round 2, you can ask WH questions, but only to each other. Speculate.
Yes. So now, instead of asking, I know the answer, I know what happened. So instead of asking me, you can ask open questions, but only to each other, like, hey, Bob, what do you think happened? I don't know. Hey, George, why did that happen? So you can ask as many WH questions as you want, but only in round 2 and only to each other to help further figure out the mystery. Keep going, Giancarlo.
In round 3, you have used your conditionals to explain your final hypothesis.
Have to use. Sorry, I made a mistake. Have to use.
Yes, you have to use.
You have to use your second, and you've got second and third conditionals. Okay, and we're going to go over this if we need to, but what do I mean by a second and third conditional class? What's a second conditional? What does it look like? Or give me an example.
Second conditional is I think is past, I think so. No, it's past plus good, could, may,
Would, could,
would,
and
could,
might.
and might. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, and what about the third conditional? Someone else now. Vicente, do you know what the difference is between second and third conditional? Past, would, could, might is true for the second conditional.
I don't know what is the conditional.
Okay, you're going to find out in just a moment. Don't worry. Jose, what is the third conditional? Do you remember?
Yes, the third conditional is a condition that is impossible to happen.
That's right.
If past perfect,
good. That's true.
The second part would have past participle.
Yeah. Would have. Could have. Right?
The third column.
That's right. The third column, like go, went, gone. It's gone. Be, was, been. It's been. That's right. Would have, could have, might have. Right? And then you've got that past participle form. Okay? So, now, let's just put an example. They might have been shot. That is what I mean by a third conditional. They might have been shot. That means that you are guessing about the past. Something that is impossible to change. That's what I said before about impossible. An impossible past, something you cannot change. So you can't go back. A condition now you can do or not do. You might do it, you might not. But when it's about the past, you can speculate it, but there's no way to change it. So it's an impossible thing to change. Guessing about the past. And this one, let's take a quick look. Let's see. She might not know who he is. That is more of a second conditional, and it's not about the past, it's about the present. This is an imaginary present. So it's a little bit different. So you need the have to make it about the past. Okay? Now, conditionals normally have an if, but for our purposes, we don't always have to say the if. For example, if she doesn't say his name, she might not know who he is. So that's the full conditional. But for our purposes, we're just going to use the result part, probably, when we're guessing in round 3. Because we're just going to say the result of the condition, right? Well, they might have been shot. That's how they died. They might have been poisoned. They could have been attacked by someone they were trying to solve a mystery. So we're going to focus on the second part of the condition, the result part. Okay? And that is a quick review. If it's new for you, don't worry. I'm going to help you out when it comes to round 3. So let's skip this part. Let's go to today's mystery. This Doesn't matter. That's from an old class. Let's go to today's mystery. Give me just a second. Put this on the next page. And that was last week. Let me get rid of this. Bonus mystery. That was last week too. Actually, let's get rid of all of this. And I'll put that there. Okay. So, today's mystery. Give me a second. Oh, yeah, I got it for you. Let me see. Hang on just a second, because I'm going to copy and paste it, and I'm just going to have one of you read it. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Technical problem. There we go. Let's make that normal. Okay. Vicente, could you read today's mystery? Read it for us on the screen for us, please.
Yes. A man is hanged in a room locked from the inside with no way to reach the ceiling and nothing.
Okay. Now there's one little clue that I'll give you. So a man is hanged in a room,
And
locked. That's good. Hanged.
and
Locked from the inside with no way to reach the ceiling and nothing else present. Question is, how did he do it? How did he do it? So that's a situation. The police arrive on the scene. They have to break down the door. When they open the door, the man is hanging. There's no furniture. The room is empty. How did he do it? You've got 5 questions in round 1. Maybe I'll give you a few more, if you're nice. I might give you a few more. Question number 1. Who wants it? You can ask me only yes or no questions in round 1. Who wants it? Jose, start us off. You're trying to build up your evidence by asking yes or no questions.
Yes. Is there any problem?
Well, there's a dead guy. What do you mean? Is there any problem?
Yes.
What do you mean? There's a dead guy in the room. That's a problem.
Is there any problem about this person?
Is there any problem? I don't understand the question yet. Is there any problem about the person? What do you mean about the person? Like about the way he looks? What do you mean?
Yes. What was the reason? I would like to know what the reason was about someone locked him into the room.
I know, but I can only ask yes or no questions.
Yes.
So it could be.
Was there any special reason to lock him into the room?
Were there any special
reasons
that I'll put it like this: that
yes.
he locked
himself, yes, in the room.
There you go.
Yes.
Were there any special reasons that he locked himself in the room? Wow, that's not an easy one to answer. No. Jose? No. There were no special reasons that he locked himself in the room. Why do you think he did it? Why do you think he locked himself in? There's no special reason, but what do you think the reason was, Jose? The obvious reason.
Because they had some problems about something.
They? Who's they?
No, he. Sorry. He had some problems about about some subject, I think.
Probably he killed himself. Probably he had some problems. So the
Yeah.
answer is, was there a special reason? No. No, there was no special reason. He just didn't want to be stopped. He didn't want to be stopped. That's the only reason he locked the door. No special reason other than he didn't want to be stopped. Okay?
Okay.
Giancarlo.
Mm,
Question number 2. Try to build up your evidence. Ask
mhm.
yes or no questions. Eliminate clues.
Is he working right now?
He's dead. He's dead. He can't be working.
Is he dead?
He's dead. He's hanged.
Yes.
He's definitely not working. Definitely not working. Change your question because he's dead. Another question, Giancarlo.
Mm-hmm.
You mean was he working?
Yeah, maybe. Was he working?
He was. Yeah, like all of us. Was he working? Was he working? Can you be more specific?
Was he working by the time he died?
At the time.
At the time he died.
Was he working at the time he died? That's a very good question. A very good question, actually. Was he working at the time he died? I'm going to say yes. I don't know if it's important. I'm going to say yes. Yes. He had a job to do in the building. Yes, he was working at the time. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Mr. Carlos, what would you say to try to figure out this mystery?
Okay. There are a chair below him.
Ask it to me as a yes-no question. Ask it to me again as a yes-no question. Not there are. First of all, it's the past. And second, the verb has to come first. Put the verb first before there. What goes first?
Are there a chair below him?
Was there.
Was there a chair below him?
Very good question. Carlos, you are a logical man. Was there a chair below him? Very good guess. No. No, there wasn't a chair below him. Oh my God. How did he get on the ceiling? Vicente. Next question goes to you.
Are the hanged to the fridge?
I can't hear you. I heard fridge.
To
Refrigerator.
the ceiling?
Oh, is he? Oh, okay. Hang on. So you mean, is he hanging
Yes.
from the ceiling?
From the ceiling?
Ah, got you. The answer is yes.
Ah.
Yes, he is definitely hanging from the ceiling, and that's how he died. One more question. Who wants the fifth
Yes.
question?
Yes. Did he want to get away for this room?
Did he want to get away? Interesting. Did he want to get away from
This room?
this room? And the answer is no. No, he didn't. He went to this room for a reason. Went to this room for a very specific reason. And he locked the door so that no one could open it. Ooh. Do you think you have enough evidence to solve the mystery, class?
Maybe.
He was crazy.
No, it wasn't crazy. Wasn't crazy. But the question is, how did he hang himself from the ceiling if there's no chair in the room, there's no furniture? How did Vicente establish that he's on the ceiling? How did he do it? The police are all scratching their heads. Okay, I'll give you one or two more bonus questions here. Did you have another question, Giancarlo?
Yes, maybe. mm, was because the question is in present. Is the man in a picture?
In a picture. Very good. Clever. In other words, is he really hanging or is the picture hanging? Is the man in a picture? No. He's really hanging from the ceiling by his neck. And he's really dead. Clever, very clever. Because if it was a picture, the picture could be hanging from the ceiling. I don't know why anyone would hang a picture from the ceiling, but it could happen. Not bad. Okay, any other guesses or questions before we go to round two?
Yes, teacher.
Go for it.
I have a question. Was there a specific tool near to the man?
There's a specific tool
Tool
near him.
near him.
The answer to that is no, but there had been one. There had been one near him, but it's gone now. I can't explain more. Something happened to it. That's all I can say. Something happened to it and it's gone. But you know what, Carlos? You are on the right track. You're in the right track. So if any of you have any other questions about the room, try to visualize the room. Okay? So one or two more questions. Try to picture the room. Ask me a question about the room. You got the right idea, Carlos. Vicente,
Okay.
Jose, got another one for me about the room? Think about the room.
If it is possible, the man put a lamp.
The man put a lamp instead of a chair.
With
Get it? A lamp?
cord.
Okay. A cord. Yeah, with a cord.
And his neck in around the cord.
Okay. So I have to change, Vicente. Let me change that question just a little bit. Is it possible? Is it possible?
Is it possible?
Is it possible?
Is it possible
That there was a ceiling
lamp? Okay. Ceiling lamp
cord,
with a cord.
and he hung
Yes.
himself
Yes.
from that.
From that.
Exactly. And the answer, and the answer to that is yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got it.
You didn't win, though. You didn't win anything yet. Yes. That's true. You're absolutely right. That's true. That's how he hung himself. But that doesn't solve the mystery because the man can't fly. He's not a balloon. He's not made of helium. How did he get up to the ceiling? So we didn't solve it yet. But yes, that is how he hung himself. Very good.
Thank you.
But we still need to solve the mystery. How did he get from the floor to the ceiling? And don't say that the ceiling is only 2 feet high. It's not. Ceiling is very high. Was the man a giant? No, he was a normal man. Anyone else want to ask a question about the room? Going once? Going twice? Time's up. Round 2. You've got a minute to ask each other some WH questions. You can speculate by asking each other questions. Like, I could say, Giancarlo, what did he use to get up to the ceiling? I could ask Giancarlo that question. He can speculate with that question. Then Giancarlo can ask Jose a question, and we can go around the room. So that's my question to you, Giancarlo. What did he use to get up to the ceiling?
Because maybe because he was punished.
Maybe he was punished? Okay. How does that get you up to the ceiling? To be punished? I don't follow.
To be seen by others.
To be what?
To be seen by others.
But how did he get up to the ceiling? You mean pushed or punished? I didn't understand. You mean that he was pushed? Or because I thought you said punished.
Punished. Yeah, punished.
But how did he physically get up to the ceiling? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, think about that. I want you to ask another WH question. Ask to Carlos this time. Okay, Giancarlo?
Yeah, sure.
So give me another one. We did a what? Give me a why, where, when, how. What question do you think is a logical question to ask, Giancarlo?
Yes.
What do you think, Giancarlo?
I'm thinking about it.
Oh, you're thinking. Okay.
It's hard to
So
create a question without no clues.
I know. Well, you do have some great clues. You do have some good clues. You know that he's real, and Vicente asked if he hung himself from a lamp. He did. So that's true. So that's a good clue. Yeah.
Okay, I have one. How was the room physically?
How was? Okay, close. Not how was, but how. Not how. I guess we got to say. What
was the room like?
The room like. Very good. What was the room like? Physically. Physically. Okay, very good. Carlos, give us your opinion about that.
Okay, I think that the room was very dark, without lights. So for that guy was very difficult try to work there.
Okay. Hard to work with no light.
Right.
Okay. We're not getting any closer to the mystery, though. We still got to figure out how he got up to the ceiling. Hard to work there. Okay. Well, if he hung himself from the lamp, then there couldn't be any light in the room because there was no furniture. Remember, there was no furniture in the room. Okay, Carlos, what's another good question we could add in round 2? We did 2 what questions. We've got a when, where, how, why. What's another logical question we might want to ask?
What was the reason that he guy was to work that day?
Very good. Say that again for me. That's a good question. Say it again. What was the reason?
What was the reason that the guy had to work that day?
Okay. What was the reason that he had to work that day? That's true, because remember, he came to that building for a reason. He came to that room for a reason. That's true. That's true. By the way, Carlos, what you said earlier about no light, that's the closest anyone has come to solving the mystery.
Okay.
That is you almost got it. Almost. Let's take a quick review. Were there any reasons he locked himself in the room? The answer is no, he wanted to be stopped. Was he working at the time? Yes, he had a job to do in the building. In fact, in that room, in fact. Was there a chair? No. Is he hanging from the ceiling? Yes, he is. Did he want to get away from this room? No, he went to this room for a very specific reason. There's not a picture. Was there a tool? There had been a tool near him, but now it's gone. Is it possible that there was a ceiling with a cord? Yes, he probably hung himself from the lamp in the ceiling. Okay. Does anyone want to start to speculate? Oh, look, we've got Dina now. Hello, Dina. How are you?
Hello, fine, thank you. What
Very
about
good.
you?
I'm doing great, Dina. And where are you from, Dina?
Egypt.
From Egypt. Fantastic.
Yes, thank you.
I'm hearing a lot of dogs. Where are the dogs coming from? Is that you, Carlos, with the dogs?
No.
Picture.
They are my dogs. Sorry.
Oh, they're your dogs. Okay. Yeah, thanks. Yes, just when they stop barking, turn your microphone back on. Okay. So, Dina, we're solving the mystery. And we're going to have another one, too, because we're almost done. We're solving the mystery of the hanged man. The police rush to a crime scene. They break down the door of a room. They find a man hanged in a room. He's locked inside with no way to reach the ceiling, and there's nothing else in the room. We had to figure out how he did it. So we just went through round one of asking yes and no questions, and we found out that he was in the room for a reason. There was no furniture. He hung himself from a lamp, but there was no way for him to get up to the ceiling. He did have a tool of some kind, but that tool is gone. That was the only clue. Then we went to round two. We asked open questions to each other. What did he use to get up to the ceiling? Nobody knew. What was the room like physically? It was dark. There was no light. Hard to work there. Yeah, all that's true. That's the most important thing, that there was no light. If there was no light, what does that tell you about the room? What kind of room has no light in it? Class. What kind of room has no light in it? Hello? Class?
Basement.
Could be a basement. Very good. What else could it be? You're absolutely right. Could be a basement. Anything else come to mind? What kind of... Well, I'm not going to give it away. Keep thinking along those lines and you'll get it. And another question that was good was, what was the reason he had to work that day? If you can answer that question, you've solved the mystery. Any speculation? No one knows. I'll give you one more hint, class. You're missing one giant clue about the room. There's something in the room that no one's guessed about and no one's asked about. Shall I give you a little hint? Ask.
Yes, please. It's difficult.
Okay, I'm going to add one little piece of information that I thought you might ask me earlier, but you didn't. But I'm going to add it to the mystery. And this is it. The only thing in the room was a pool of water under the man. A pool of water under the man. But he wasn't wet. That's the only thing. I thought you were going to ask me about other things in the room, but you really didn't, so we didn't get to it. But I'm going to tell you that. The only thing in the room was a pool of water under the man. A big, giant puddle of water. But he wasn't wet when he died. Did you figure it out?
It was an ice. He stand on an ice, then he melted.
The solution goes to Dina. Dina, you win the cookie. Fantastic. He stood on a block of ice and hung himself from the ceiling. And what kind of room was it? And hung himself. And what kind of room was it? It's an ice room. The guy's in a freezer. There's no windows, right? He goes into a walk-in freezer where they store the ice, right? Turns off the power, stands on the block of ice, and he waits for it to melt, and then he dies. What do you think? And Dina wasn't even here for the other part, and she figured it out. Dina, congratulations.
The question here is, how did she know that?
How did she know that? Dina, how did you know that?
I watched it before in NCIS.
Oh. I didn't get this from NCIS. That's not fair. Was it really? Are you serious? They had an episode where this happened?
Yes, I think that I watched
Oh.
it before. That a man hanged himself because he was standing on an ice.
Yeah.
He wanted to make someone, to involve someone in this case. Kill himself and
my goodness.
tell that someone do that.
Very good.
Maybe it
I
was
don't know.
a Conan, yes. Conan, not CIS. It was the Conan
Maybe.
series. Cartoon.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. I think, but, so that's okay. We can use outside help. It's not cheating. It's okay. All right. I've got one for you. Let me see. We didn't do this from last week. This one is a fun one too. Give me a second here. I just have to figure out how I used to word it. Give me a second. Hold on. This one is, I need to find the one about the plane. Oh, no. The one about the yacht is good too. Let me see if I have the one about the yacht. Give me a second. Yes, some of these you might know. Oh, here it is. In a yacht. Okay. Yeah, there's 1 of 3. Give me just a second. I'm going to post this for you. Yep, this is it. Okay. So, congratulations to our winner, Dina. But here's one that you're not going to figure out. Let me erase. No, let's make a new round here. Let's go down here. We didn't actually get to our hypothesis, actually. You know what? We should have said that as a third conditional, but that's okay. So this is going to be today's bonus mystery. Let's call this, whoops, 3. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if hopefully I worded this correctly. All right. So, Vicente, I had you read last time. Let's do someone else. Well, Giancarlo, can you read today's bonus mystery?
Yes. A yacht is left in the ocean with the motor running, but everyone is in the water, dead. No one was shot and no one was in the boat but them. How did they die?
How did they die? This is similar, so think about, use a similar strategy, and maybe you'll get it a little bit faster, okay? Think about, remember when I said, when we started to talk about the room, oh, then we got it quickly. So, and if this was an episode of NCIS, don't cheat, okay? Don't cheat. Round 1, Giancarlo, you start us off with round 1. Build up the facts. Find the evidence.
If the driver was there?
That's not Giancarlo. That's Dina. Hello, Dina. What's your question, Dina? Say again.
It's not my turn. Sorry.
Go ahead. What was it? Ladies first.
Is the driver was there?
Was the driver? Well, boats don't have a driver. Do you mean like the captain?
Yes.
Was the captain there? What do you mean by there? You mean in the water or on the boat?
In the boat.
On the boat? No, look, it says nobody was in the boat. Look. Oh, no one was in the boat but them. Was the captain there? The captain was there. Look, I'd have to answer like this. Yes, but he, too, was dead. In the water. All of them are in the water. Nobody's left on the boat. Okay. Good question. Giancarlo, what do you think?
Is it a tiny boat? I mean, I don't know how to... A rowboat, or maybe with paddles, or how do you call that? Is it a
rowboat? A raft.
A raft. A raft, yeah.
Is it a rowboat or a raft? And the answer is, what does yacht mean?
Ah, yes. Yes.
The answer
Okay.
is no.
Okay.
Think about another question. We'll come back to you. Mr. Carlos, what do you think?
Okay, the weather was bad in the
Uh,
ocean.
ask it again, but remember, verb first if it's a question. Is there, was
Is
there,
okay. Was there bad weather
was
in the
there
ocean?
bad weather? Bad
Weather,
weather.
weather.
Ah, was there bad weather? Uh, uh, on the
On
ocean,
the
at the
ocean,
ocean, in the ocean. On,
in the
at,
ocean,
in, what is it? In the ocean,
in the
on the
ocean.
ocean. I don't know if it's on, at, or in. Was it bad weather out in the ocean that day? Maybe we could say
Okay.
out in the ocean that day. Out on the ocean. No, it's on. Oh my God, I don't even know my own prepositions, and it's my language. Was there bad weather out on the ocean that day? And the answer may surprise you, Giancarlo. The answer is no. It was perfect weather. In fact, it was hot and clear out. It was hot and clear, Giancarlo. The perfect day to be out on a boat. Absolutely crystal clear. Beautiful weather. You would be jealous it was so nice. That's how good it was.
Okay.
Ooh.
My
Ooh.
question, John, were
Yes.
they thrown it to the water by their self or by another one person or people
You said thrown, but do you mean thrown
thrown?
or did they go into the water? Because
Yes,
I'd say
yes,
it like
yes.
that. We don't know.
Got into the water. Okay.
Oh, okay, got you. So did
Yes.
did they
They
go into
got
the
into
water?
the water by someone or
We can say
by
that question like this. Did they go into the water by
by
choice?
choice? Okay.
And the answer is yes. It was the perfect day for a swim. The perfect
Okay. It's
day
clear.
for a swim. Fantastic. You're getting there. Vicente, what do you think?
Mm, and, uh, was the shark into the sea?
were they
Were the
were they sucked into
no
into
sharks?
not sucked? What was the
The
word?
fish, this fish, um,
Were there
in
sharks
sharks, yes, in
in the sea? And the answer is no.
oh,
There were only little
fish.
happy fish. Little happy fish swimming around. Little happy fish. Dina, what do you think? Give us a question, Dina. Hello, Dina? Are you there?
Can
Hello,
you hear me?
hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Ah, now I can hear you. Go for it.
Did they have a captain
Did they have a
or just
captain?
they hang out friends together?
Did they have a captain? Or were they just friends? Okay. I'm going to say no. Not really a captain. Yeah, not really a captain. More just friends. I mean, you have to have a license to sail a yacht, right? But yeah, they were more just friends. Maybe someone had to have the license. So I don't know. I don't know to what extent he was a real captain. But no, he's not a real captain. I'd say yeah, not a real captain. Okay. So, have you figured it out yet?
No.
Yes,
Okay. Yes, you figured it out?
yes, maybe. I think they all go to swim and have fun, and they stuck in the water, and they didn't get away to get away back to the yacht again.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to say that, but hang on a
They
second. Wait,
they
1 second, 1 second, 1 second, wait.
they lost.
Wait. 1 second. Let's go to round 3, because Dina, you're jumping ahead to a possible reason, which is great. Let's go to round 3. But in round 3, we use conditionals, because this is conditional mysteries. So you've got to state that as the condition. So you could state it as a full condition, or you could state it with just a would, could, should, might. Would, could, should, have. It really depends on how you want to say it. So say that to me as a conditional, Dina. What happened to Dina? Hello, Dina. There she is. Okay, she's back. You're back, Dina. Oh, she's probably loading the app again. She's gone again. Oh, no. Okay, I'll tell you what. While we're waiting for her, does anyone else want to venture a guess using a condition? For example, if they had a captain, surely they would have died, right? Because the captain would know what he was doing, and whatever killed him, he could have prevented it, right? So what conditional is that, everyone? The one I'm using. Is that the first, second, third conditional?
Second.
Conditional.
Second.
That's fantastic. Good.
If
So-
they had some floats, surely some floats.
Oh, like flotation devices.
Yes.
Oh, some floats.
Some floats.
Right.
Surely they could come back to the yacht.
Could have
Could have come back
back to the
to
boat or to the yacht.
to the
Yeah.
yacht.
Okay. So look, both of these, you all said the second conditional, and you're right, except in the second part, I have a have here, and there's a reason for that. Because what this is a second conditional that's mixed with the third conditional, right? So these are called mixed conditionals. This is a mixed conditional. And it's perfectly okay. You can create that kind of condition. There's no problem. You start in the past, right? I'm sorry, you start talking about the present. If they had floats, surely if they had some floats. But you know what? In this case, I don't see any reason to use a simple past, to be honest with you. If they had floats, they surely could have come back. It's okay. No, you can say it. You could also say if they had some floats, surely they could have come back. So you could use a third conditional there as well. It sounds perfectly okay to use either. But just be aware, a mixed conditional is possible. So I'm going to change that to the third conditional, just so you can see what it looks like. Dina, can you restate your idea as a condition? What was your idea? Because you dropped out of class. What was your idea before?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
Yes, could you say again your idea, your hypothesis, but use a conditional? They could have, they might have. What? Try to use a conditional.
If they had a life jacket.
If they had, or if they had a life jacket.
Where?
But you can say it like this: if they had it on, that means to wear. If they had a life jacket on, right?
They would hold. I want the meaning of hold. Too long time. They were not, yes.
They would have been able.
Yes, able to survive.
Yeah, survive.
A more long time.
Yeah. a longer, or just a long time. Good. Notice I have to say would have. They would have. They would have been able to. Okay? So I think we can use the third conditional again. It sounds good. Okay, very good, very good. Anyone else want to speculate?
Yes, I would
Yes.
like to try.
2 speculations. Go for it. Giancarlo, you go first.
Okay, if they have killed themselves,
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't have been underwater.
If they had killed themselves, they wouldn't have been in the water.
Yes.
They wouldn't have been in the water. Why not? Why not? They could have tried to drown themselves, right?
Mm,
My question is, why not? maybe you're right, Giancarlo. Maybe you're right, but I can't see a reason. What if
but
they wanted to drown themselves? By the way, there's a better question here, which is, did they want to kill themselves? Do you want to know the answer to that? Let's add one important clue here. I'll give you a freebie. They absolutely did not intend to die.
so it means that they were thrown by someone else to the
No,
water.
they weren't. No, they
Oh
weren't.
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Good guess, but no, they weren't thrown. No. Carlos, you had one too, right?
Okay. If they hadn't drank poison, they wouldn't have died.
That's true, except they didn't drink poison. If they hadn't drank poison, they wouldn't have died. That's true, except they were not poisoned. Later, in the rest of the NCIS episode, when they did the autopsy, they realized that there was no poison in their system. So, there's one really important thing you're all missing. There's one important thing. You've got to picture this situation, just like with the room. You've got to visualize it, picture it. What do you know? What do you know about the situation so far? There's a yacht, right? What else is there? What else is there?
The yacht is on. I mean, the yacht is running. The
Yeah.
yacht.
The motor's still running. Yeah, the yacht is working fine. Is there bad weather?
No.
Nope. Perfect weather.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anyone on the yacht?
No.
Nope. No one on the yacht. Is everyone in the water?
What?
Yes.
Is everyone in the water? Yes, they
Yes.
are.
Yes, they are.
Right? They're all dead. But let's talk about
before that, the people scream.
Yeah. They screamed a lot. Yeah. And they did this. They went ah. Blah, 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 blah.
Is
And
there
then
was
that's
any
it.
blood?
What, Dina?
If there was any blood in the water?
No blood. Because if there was blood, there would be sharks, and there was no blood. Just happy fish, happy little fish. Good guess. Very good guess. What kind of people are these? What kind of people
They
are
went to
these?
swim.
Say again?
They went to swim and they stopped in the water.
They, you're saying that they didn't know how to swim?
No, they go to swimming and
Yeah.
then they couldn't. No one in the yacht to
Yeah.
enable them to get back to the yacht again.
No. Close,
What?
Dina, you're very close. You're very close. Maybe I'm not sure I understand 100% though, Dina. So tell me what happened exactly. Everyone went to swim. You're right. Everyone went to swim. And then what happened next, Dina?
Uh,
Oops, I lost
They
your
went-
sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was no one in the yacht.
So
And-
what? So what?
Uh,
There's no one in yacht. So
there
what?
should be one in the yacht to enable them to get back again to the yacht.
But why can't they just use the ladder? They could just climb up the ladder on the yacht. No?
Is it easy? So,
Uh,
no, I don't know.
All,
I
all
thought
yachts have
that wasn't.
all yachts have little ladders. Dina, you almost got it. You're so close. Oh my goodness, you're so close. Almost. Oh, we've got 1 minute left. Can we solve the mystery, or do we have to wait an
Yeah.
entire week to find out?
Solve the mystery.
We got 1 minute. We got 30 seconds left.
These guys were children.
Help.
No, keep going. No, they weren't children. Talk about the people. No, they weren't children. They were adults. What kind of adults? What kind of people? Keep
They
going.
swam far away from the boat.
No, they didn't swim far away. They didn't swim at all. They barely swam at all.
No, the boat moved.
Boat was anchored. What kind of people were they? What kind of people were they? Look at the people. Vicente, what did they look like? Vicente, what did the people look like?
I don't know. I don't know.
Make a guess.
Uh,
Were they young? Were they old? Were they tall? Were they short?
it's possible. I don't know.
So something with their clothes.
Not exactly. Not exactly. You're almost there. It's not clothes. Definitely something about the way they look, though. Yeah.
It's very cold. The water.
No, the water was great. The water's fantastic. Okay, we're running out of time. Let me see if I can show you a picture. If I can show you a picture before we run out of time. We're already a little bit over. Give me a second, and I'll see if I can show you a picture. Whoops. Hold on 1 second. I'm seeing if Google Images will help me. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a picture of the captain of the boat. Okay? And you tell me if you notice. You tell me if you notice something unusual about him, because he's very much like the other people. Okay? Here he is. Give me a second for that to load. Take a quick look before you go. Give me a second. Don't go. Too late. There he is. There's the captain of the boat. What do you notice about him?
It's heavy.
He's pretty heavy. What? Did you say he's Spanish? I thought you said he's Spanish. He's not Spanish. What happened? Guess what kind of a cruise this was on the yacht? This was a Weight Watchers cruise. It was a Weight Watchers cruise. Guess what happened when they stepped off the boat? What do you think happened when they all got off the boat to swim?
They stuck in the water.
The boat was rising up out of the water, right? They stepped off the boat, and all that weight was gone, and the boat popped up like a balloon, and the ladder was too far away to reach, and they all drowned.
Okay.
Okay. That is the answer to today's bonus mystery. Solution. The solution to the mystery. The mystery was solved like this. When they
forgot to switch off the engine.
No, they didn't forget to switch off the engine. When they stepped off the boat,
Yes.
right? It was a Weight Watchers cruise. You know what Weight Watchers is? Weight Watchers. That means that you lose weight together. It was a Weight Watchers cruise. When they stepped off the boat, right? It rose up, and they couldn't get back on. They couldn't get back on, and that is how they died. Ina, you were so close.
What is the meaning of rose up?
Rose up. Rise, rose, risen. It went up. because all the weight was off.
Yes.
Like a balloon. If you let go, it
Yes,
rises to the ceiling.
yes,
They were
yes.
so heavy that when they got off the boat, it popped up out of the water, and they couldn't reach the ladder, and they couldn't get back on, and everyone had jumped in. And that is
Okay.
the mystery solved. Do you feel better now that you know the answer?
Yes.
No, you don't.
No.
Don't lie.
I was afraid to miss the connection before I know the answer.
Think about that the next time you go on a cruise, okay? Think about that. That's it for this week's language games. Next week, we're probably going to change games, but I'm going to again see what kind of problems people are having during the week, and we're going to work on a different skill in a different language game. Have a great weekend. I'll be back Monday morning at 10 GMT for pronunciation practice and 11 GMT for our business class. Have a great weekend, everyone. See you soon. Bye
Thank
for
you.
now.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Bye
you
bye.
for the
Bye.
answer.